The UK and the meltdown over Oprah Winfrey's interview with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Queen has spoken, asking for family time to sort out the rift. And TV host Piers Morgan is out of a job after his fellow anchor called him out for a rant against Markle. To discuss this, I'm joined by our London correspondent, Ollie Barrett. Good evening, Ollie. Any more word from Buckingham Palace since that note from the Queen?
No more word since that four-sentence statement from Buckingham Palace, and I think that the statement itself will certainly lead us to believe that the Palace doesn't intend to make any further statements, and indeed the statement was designed to try and avoid a tit-for-tat, a back and forth with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and to draw a line under this one. Whether that is going to be successful for the Palace remains very much to be seen. What that statement did do is say that it took these issues around race very seriously. It said it would address them privately. It didn't say there would be any public conclusion to any investigation or addressing of issues around race as well. That has got some people very concerned. The other thing that was interesting in that short statement is said that the royal family was saddened to learn the full extent of the difficulties that Harry and Meghan say they've been having in recent years, as if the royal family learnt new information from that interview that it hadn't heard before. Also, that crucial phrase, recollections may vary, very much is being interpreted here as the royal family saying we don't necessarily accept 100% of what was said in that Oprah interview as being factually correct.
And I'm wondering, you know, the Piers Morgan walkout and his subsequent resignation, is that gaining more traction than the actual interview itself at this stage? I saw a wonderful British newspaper headline that simply said, Piers Morgan.
Well, I think at this point there is a sense in which the Palace might have been quite pleased that that Piers Morgan rupture with ITV came along, because it took some of the headlines away from the royals and the interview itself. We learned today that Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, had been in touch with ITV directly early in the week, once she had seen some of the Piers Morgan reactions to her interview with Oprah Winfrey, in which he questioned a lot of what she'd said. And we understand now that she was in contact with ITV to ask for some kind of redress, because she was concerned, we understand, about the effect that his words might have on people suffering mental health issues. That fed into ITV's call for Piers Morgan to apologise in some way. That led to him resigning, and today we've heard from him saying that he certainly has no regrets in terms of what he's said on air over the last few days, and says he still doesn't believe much that Meghan Markle says.
And of course, while all this has been going on, we're still in a pandemic, and moving away from the royal fracas, there is a row, it seems, between the EU and the UK. This over an alleged UK vaccine sales ban. This sounds like it could get really ugly. What's going on?
It's certainly getting very ugly indeed. Charles Michel, the President of the European Council, one of the top officials in Brussels, accusing the UK of an outright ban on the export of vaccines. That has made London absolutely livid. European officials have been summoned here and asked to retract the comments. We have had some rowing back on the language being used by the European Union. Boris Johnson in Prime Minister's questions today saying, let me be clear, we have not blocked the export of a single COVID-19 vaccine or vaccine component. The European Union's making the point that millions of doses of Pfizer jabs that are produced in Belgium in the EU are making their way into the UK, because the UK ordered them and paid for them. And they're saying that there's not much flowing in the other direction. The UK's argument here is, look, we did these deals early, we approved these drugs early, we paid for them, we contributed to research, we helped license the Oxford jab to be produced in India for the developing world. They say they've contributed 11 billion rand at the UK to the COVAX facility to make sure vaccines are distributed equitably, but it is a row that is deepening rather than easing.
We'll keep an eye on that one, as well as what happens in the royal fallout. Thank you so much, Ollie Barrett, coming to us live from London this evening. Still